In this video, I'll be going over our notes for multiplying and dividing integers. Multiplying integers will have these rules whenever we are doing a problem with two or more numbers. The product, or multiplication answer, of two integers with the same sign will always be positive. However, when we have two integers that are being multiplied and we're finding their product, then if they have different signs, their answer will be negative. So if we think about that, we can fill in this table. I have a positive number times a positive number, so my answer must be positive. And that's something just like 3 times 3. We know that 3 times 3 is 9, so it'll be positive. In my next example, I have a positive times a negative, so that would be something like 4 times negative 3. Well, the signs are different, so their answer will be negative. So I need to multiply 4 times 3, which is 12, but then put that negative sign on my answer because their signs were different. Even if I had negative times positive, where it's out of order from what I just did, and I did negative 2 times positive 5, 2 times 5 is 10, and if your signs are different, your answer will be negative, so this would be a negative 10. Finally, a negative times a negative would make a positive because when the signs are the same, we get a positive. So that would be something like negative 6 times negative 4. 6 times 4 is 24, and a negative times a negative, their signs are the same. The answer is positive. So as a reminder, we can see multiplication in many ways, so it won't always just be this x. We're going to be taking that x away and not using it quite as often. So frequently you'll be seeing it as the dot or even as parentheses here. These both mean that you are multiplying 3 times 2, and in any of these problems your answer would just be 6. So we're going to go ahead and try these problems. If you think you have it down, go ahead and press play or press pause and then press play when you're ready to check your work. In this first problem, I have negative 9 times negative 2. I see that I have the signs that are the same, meaning my answer will be positive. 9 times 2 is 18, so my answer should be positive 18. In problem 2, I have 12 times negative 10. My signs are different, so I know my answer is going to be negative. Then I just need to do 12 times 10, and if you forget what it is, you can always write out your multiplication either stacking the numbers like this, or using your box method of 10 times 10, but it's 10 times 12, so I want to make sure that this side has 12. So you could also do that. So this would be 120, either way that I'm doing that, because this would get me 100, this gets me 20, so a total of 120. And then same over here, if I was to go through my steps there, I could get there. Negative 3 times 4, I'm going to take my different signs, meaning I get a negative answer. 3 times 4 is 12, so my solution is negative 12. Then I have negative 5 times negative 4. My signs are the same here, so I'm going to have a positive answer, and I just have to think about 5 times 4, which is 20. In the next example, I have 7 times negative 8. The signs are different, so my answer will be negative, and 7 times 8 is 56. Negative 6 times 11, the signs are different, so I have a negative sign, and 6 times 11 is 66. Now the awesome thing about multiplying and dividing integers is that the rules are the same. So the only thing that's going to change here is that we're going to be doing some division instead of multiplying. But the quotient, or the answer to the division problem of two integers with the same sign, just like above, if the signs are the same, the answer is positive. And if the answer is negative, so if that quotient has two integers that are going to be different signs, then it will be negative. So when the signs are the same, your answer is positive for multiplication and division, and when the signs are different, your answer will be negative for multiplication and division. So a positive divided by a positive, so just a plain old number that you're dividing that you're used to seeing, maybe 100 divided by 2. Well, we would know that that's 50. And that's just a positive 50. The signs are the same, our answer is positive. In the next problem, I have a positive divided by a negative. So that could be something like 25 divided by negative 5. Since the signs are different, my answer will be negative. So I need to put a negative sign in my answer. And then 25 divided by 5 I know is 5. So my answer would just be negative 5. Negative divided by a positive, same idea. I could have negative 20 divided by 4. So that's a negative divided by a positive. The signs are different, so our answer will be negative. And I just have to take 20 divided by 4, which I know is 5, so I end up with negative 5. In this last one, I have a negative divided by a negative. So that would be something like negative 30 divided by negative 3. Well, a negative divided by a negative, the signs are the same, so the answer should be positive. And I know that 30 divided by 3 is 10, so I'll get an answer of positive 10. Now, I just showed you all of those using the traditional division symbol. But again, just like with our x for multiplication, this division symbol isn't what we're going to be seeing as quite as often. We're going to more commonly see them written as fractions, so either 8/4 or most commonly 8/4, 8/4. And 8 divided by 4 equals 2. So any of those mean the same problem of 8 divided by 4. So we're going to try to solve these problems here. We have a negative 9 divided by 3. You can pause the video if you want to try them on your own first. Negative 9 divided by 3, we have two different signs, meaning our answer will be negative. 9 divided by 3 is 3, so the final answer to this is negative 3. In negative 15 divided by 5, I see I have different signs again, so my answer will be negative. And 15 divided by 5 is also 3, so negative 3. Then I have 18 divided by negative 6. The signs are different, so my answer will be negative, and 18 divided by 6 is 3. In my next problem, I have negative 27 divided by negative 3. The signs are the same, so I will get a positive answer here. And 27 divided by 3 is 9, so positive 9. Then I have negative 25 divided by negative 5. The signs are the same, so the answer will be positive, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. In the last example, I have negative 24 divided by 6. When the signs are different, your answer will be negative. 24 divided by 6 is 4. So there are all of our solutions, and we just need to remember that when the signs are the same for multiplication and division, the answer will be positive, and when the signs are different, the answer will be negative. This will work for any multiplication and division problem that you are doing.